Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be looking through the September 2021 ScrawlrBox. It's basically just an art subscription box. I get it every month, and I just thought it'd be fun to record it this month. So here's a featured artwork. The featured artist is Robert Dutton, I think. He lives in North Yorkshire. His Instagram is Robert Dutton Fine Art, and his website is www.rdcreative.co.uk. So yeah, go look at that if you like his artwork. I think it's pretty cool. So now we have the ScrawlrBox sticker. It comes in every box. It's pretty cool. It's basically just like the artwork put on a sticker. Same with the zine. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I can't be bothered finding out. It's basically just a magazine. Tells you more about the art supplies. Tells you more about the artist. Like tips on how to use the art supplies that you get in the box. And it also shows the artworks from last month's box. I really like the one in the middle, like it kind of with like an astronaut kind of thing on it. It looks really cool. I really like it. But they're all really cool, and I also tried it last month. We don't talk about that. And the back page of it, I'm not really sure what it was. I didn't really have the commitment to read it all, but I think it's just trying to like give you a bit more inspiration to use the art supplies. I don't really know that many charcoal or graphite artists, so I would imagine that's why. And the prompt word for this month is dramatic landscapes. I was reading the magazine thing, and the artist has made a book called Drawing Dramatic Landscapes, so I would imagine that's why. Anyway, onto the art supplies. The first thing we have is Derwent charcoal and graphite blocks. There's a soft, medium and firm one, and for charcoal and graphite, so you get 6 in total. There was also a blackjack, but my mum likes blackjacks and she got to it before I started filming, because I opened this box beforehand. It had the tissue paper and everything, and it was wrapped up really nicely, but I just opened it before, so yeah. So I'm kind of worried about the charcoal and graphite blocks, because I've never used charcoal before, and the only time I've ever used graphite is in a pencil, and that's when like I've just been sketching. So yeah, that's fun. So that's what they look like. They're by Derwent, and not to brag, but I put them artworks on Instagram earlier, and Derwent liked the photo. So yeah. So next thing is Vairico ArtGraf Tailors chalk, and it's the description of it says, you may have seen Tailor chalk for use with fabric, but Vairico have used this familiar shape to create an artist's chalk block. This chalk pairs beautifully with charcoal and graphite as it layers and blends so easily, and it's water soluble, so you can create soft washes of white. This was very helpful. You'll see later that I do a big mistake with the chalk and I don't use it properly, and the way it water mixes with the water helps me so much. Like, you would not believe it how much it helps. So yeah, it's basically art chalk, but in the shape of Tailors chalk. which is like what tailors use for marking fabric, if you didn't know. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that, but anyway. The next thing are 2 Faber Castell Pitt Graphite matte pencils. I don't know if the size varies, but I got a 6B and a 14B. I didn't even know 14B existed. So as you can imagine, it's really, really, really soft, which isn't a bad thing. It was nice for like filling in like a top that I do later. I filled it in with that. Next thing is a Faber Castell GoldFaber white colored pencil. I think it's made out of wax. I don't think it's graphite. I think it's a wax pencil because it's like really, really, really smooth, and it's like a 50B if it was a graphite. Next thing is a Derwent blending stump. I don't really use blending stumps, but this actually came in really handy later on when I was on to the last artwork that I do, because I do like 2 successful artworks and 2 failed ones. So yeah, you'll see that. But yeah, it's basically just a stick made out of paper with sharp edges. I just don't like them because they just seem to like ruin as soon as you use them like the first time. So the next thing is a Clairefontaine PaintOn Denim A5 pad, and the interesting thing about this is the paper is blue. It's a mixed media, so it can be used for charcoal, graphite, pencils, pastels, acrylic, watercolor, and even oil paint. So it's pretty good. I would imagine colored pencils artists would enjoy using it. And I was reading in the zine that they put the blue paper in there because a common thing with a lot of artists is that white paper is quite, how do I put it, daunting. It can scare, like, it kind of puts you off a bit. So I think that's why they put the blue in. Anyway, so now on to swatching all the art supplies. I really, really, really like the colour of the paper. I was just like comparing it to my Copic gels then, and it's quite similar to a colour I have. I believe it's like B97, which is a nice colour. I use it for shading jeans most of the time. So using the white pencil was awesome. I liked how smooth it was and how easy like you can just like layer it down. It didn't really blend that well, but like I don't really expect like wax art supplies to like blend with a blending stump that well. I kind of just expect charcoal to do that, and I was right because the graphite didn't really blend that well either for some reason. I don't really know why. But yeah, I had to sharpen the 14B and the 6B after swatching them, because when I got the 14B out of the box, it was already like quite worn down, so that must have been like shipping. It might have just broke the nib or something, but it was quite worn down, more worn down than the 6B. So yeah, I really like the Tailors shot, like the feel of it. It feels really, really good. And it didn't really blend with the blending stump. I didn't even like try it. I do try it later on in one of the pieces, but it wasn't really working out. But like it's water soluble, which I completely forgot while I was swatching. So now I'm on to swatching the charcoal sticks. I don't know whether to call them sticks or blocks. Sticks just kind of sounds cheap, so I'll call them blocks. This was the soft one, and it was alright, but like, you know, it wasn't really kinda making me want to do it any more than I did. I still was really dreading it because I just don't enjoy charcoal. It was like puts me off. But like after drawing these, they've actually made me realize like what my limits with art is. I feel like I can do a lot more now after I've like used these art supplies and like tried them, which was actually surprising because I thought they'd just like give me aggro, but they didn't give me that much aggro, so that was fun. I actually might even use them in the future. Oh my god, I don't want to start liking charcoal. Anyway, the more I went down, like the soft one wasn't that easy to blend, the middle was like alright to blend, but the last hard one was like really easy to blend, and I don't know why. Like in my eyes I thought it would just be like more difficult to blend since it was like harder, but it wasn't. It was like a lot easier to blend. It was a different story with the graphite actually. It blended good at the start, although that might have just been like the remaining charcoal, because looking at this now, the light is still reflecting off the graphite. Like, and it does not look like it's blended at all. So yeah, I don't think I worked the graphite enough to make it blend, but you know, you live and you learn. So next time I'll try and blend it a bit better, but this time I didn't, so yeah. Yeah, so now I'm gonna actually express that I actually kind of like charcoal and graphite, and I wouldn't mind another ScrawlrBox with charcoal and graphite in, like, I'm being honest. Right, now we're getting on to the part where I try to recreate the artist's work. And we're just gonna speed right through this because it didn't go well at all. Like, if you look at the artist's print, like if you've got your ScrawlrBox of September and you look at the artist's print, it's nowhere near this, and I honestly feel really bad that I did this. I mean, it's only a thumbnail sketch, so at least I didn't go through with it, but yeah, it still happened, and I guess it was kind of a learning curve because I did learn more about like the art supplies and like how to use them a bit better, I guess. So yeah, finally that's done. Now we move on to this, and all I'm doing is making a damn mess. So I spent some time trying to find a reference picture, and I eventually found this one of like a cave. I'm pretty sure it says like in Lithuania or something. I can't remember. Probably got that wrong. But like this was like the worst thing I've ever done. I don't even know why, but I went through with it. I tried. I actually think I took a break in between this to go eat my tea. So I'm just gonna blame that and not blame my lack of knowledge with charcoal and tonal value. But yeah, so I tried going in with the dark areas first, like just go straight in because, you know, you only live once, and it was creating a mess on my table, and I still haven't wiped my table from that mess, and it's like a day later. I actually recorded, like I finished recording this morning. Yeah, I actually did most of the second artwork this morning, which is, you know, fun. And I don't know why I took so much of a break there, but okay. That might have been when I came back. And then I was just trying to use pencils in a weird way and blend them. And it did blend. So, I don't know why I said earlier that the graphite didn't blend, because it does, just not as well as the charcoal. So yeah, I'm kind of just going in with all the dark places, and when I say this is a mess, this is a mess. Okay, you get the artists who say like they make a work of art and they say it's a mess, but it looks absolutely beautiful. I didn't even finish this because it was that much of a mess. But I think I should have given it a chance. I kind of feel bad. But yeah, this is where we are, and I gave up with it because it was just not going my way. I didn't like it, and I don't enjoy drawing landscapes anyways, so I didn't even see a point in continuing. But yeah, I tried to make the water look nice. I tried with this. I mean, I kind of tried with it. I didn't really, but you know, I put in enough effort for me to be able to say that I was done with it and I didn't want to do it anymore. So there you go. I couldn't draw leaves, and that's probably the main reason why I gave up with it, because I just got bored of drawing leaves. I'm sorry about that, but it was boring me. So we get to an actually good bit that I'm actually proud of. Now this isn't the main course. This isn't the finished piece that I was talking about that I did this morning. No. This is something not main but starter. This is the dish that we start off with. I'm not sure what dessert is because it's not been made yet. But we have a start and a main, and you either have a start and a main or a main and a dessert, and you're having a start and a main. Anyway, so this is just some portraits of a girl. I ended up calling her Angelina because I just like the name Angelina for people with like white hair and like a black top. I don't know why, that's just like the first name that comes to my head, like either like Angelina or like Ash or like, I don't know, just like a name like that beginning with A. I don't know, but I did like a front facing thing, I did like a side facing thing, I did like another one which is like kind of 3/4 view, but not 3/4 view yet, like nearly there but not there yet. I'm dying. Anyway, I was obviously talking when I was doing this, but I muted it because I don't like how I sound. I wonder if I will ever do a video where I like actually chop the footage up and don't like just speed through it all so I don't have to chop it up. I wonder if the time will ever come. Maybe April Fool's Day. But not yet. I can't be bothered with that yet. Anyway, that's a 3/4 view Angelina. I did this on the 24th, which was Friday, when I got home from school, which is when I do most videos, or I just like don't do them at all and leave them until the next weekend, so I have to record them and edit them like I did last week, but now I'm doing it now. And I didn't actually use the graphite or charcoal blocks with this one because I didn't have to. There was no need to, and I couldn't be bothered doing shading like that. So you know, I just kind of got it like this, and I kind of like it. It kind of was cool. So then I got this reference picture up for a portrait, which is the main course. And I want to tell you right now that I did not want to capture the likeness of it. I was just doing it for like the tones and everything, so I did not capture the likeness at all. So yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is already a long enough video. So I'm probably gonna have to do even more chopping up, or just like speed the clips up faster. But this is the main course, and you might have noticed it just skipped ahead quite quick there because I actually went to sleep and this is what I did this morning, so it's a new day. So I only really started the sketch with the just like the basic guidelines. I just started with yeah, not really much else to say. I was really looking at the tones for this, and I think I pushed the tones quite well, but like honestly it looks a lot better in real life than it does on here. Like for some reason the eyes look really weird on here. Like when it's finished the eyes look really weird. But yeah, you can just have this video on the background if you want, because I know it's really long, and like, you know, if it was like a YouTuber who you actually enjoy watching, I would watch it, but like I don't really have that kind of reputation yet. So yeah, you can just have this on in the background while you draw, or while you have the ScrawlrBox. Go ahead and do that if you want. I'm probably going to be recording my ScrawlrBox ScrawlrBox supplies every time I get them now, because you know it's just fun, you know. I'm doing what I enjoy the most, kind of. Yeah, I do enjoy it a lot. I also like skateboarding a lot, and I also like reading, and I also kind of like writing as well. So, but I enjoy art the most, obviously. I'm enjoying what I do, I love the most, and I'm just sharing it with people. And even if like no one sees this, I don't really care, because like I enjoy it. It's like my favorite thing. And this is where, that's why I got the scroller tips thing out. Because that chalk, I like rubbed it all over her shirt and it like ruined it. It looked so bad. So I went over it with water and it like saved my life. Literally, I love that chalk right now. It caused me so much stress, but like with that stress came relief, and I realized now that I didn't do any highlights on her and it's kind of annoying me. But anyway, she's got her hair like a bun, and I was kind of looking for a different hairstyle to do, but I just decided to go with the bun because, you know, it's nice to have like a samey now and again. So yeah, we're getting to the end of the video. It was very fun to do this, and it was very fun to record it, even though it kind of put me under pressure, because normally I don't even like do the ScrawlrBox. I just get the supplies, look at what the artist did, and be like, cool, yeah, I'm done now, I don't want to do it. But I actually did this one, and I'm proud of myself because I really like how it came out. I feel like the end finishing shots look a lot better than what this looks like now. But yeah, they are what I did, and I really like them. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, leave a like, and if you want to see more from me, subscribe. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.